how do I say this in a nice way? You've been hosed. Yeah. See, here's the thing. If you know me at all, you know I do not care about your hair. I do not care about my hair. What do I care about? Helping boys start thinking like men, knowing what actually makes them attractive to society, which is your level of confidence, your ability to communicate, your ability to focus on others more than yourself. There I have 10 things, I talk about them all the time. Those are the things I care about. So anything beyond that is just a joke to me. So a lot of my videos, what you should be asking yourself is, what is Nick's ultimate point that he's trying to prove here? Because a lot of times it's not as straightforward as what people see in the title or what they're expecting. But often I'm proving a point. Like when I did the video about, I had the laser helmet on and I was like preaching to you to take finasteride and all that. I was obviously mocking the concept of a person who would care that much about their hair but not care about all the other things that actually matter. That was the whole point. And most people got that joke. But there's a lot of times there is a secret riddle in the videos that I do. So here's the thing, I'm gonna have to call you all out on it because I didn't have one person to call me out on it. What I was experimenting on, you guys, I was waiting for one person to spell it out. Nick, you did 2 identical videos that said exactly the same thing except for the main point, which you had completely the opposite. No one flat out called me out on that. So that was part of the experiment. That's what I was trying to do. The point is this, over the 5+ years and 3,000+ videos I've made on this channel about hair loss, here's a consistent theme as far as my viewers go. I have roughly half the people that watch my videos that say, Nick, you are balding. You're gonna be bald soon. And then the other half say, Nick, you're not even balding. You have too much hair to be doing a video about hair loss. I've been hearing that over and over for 5 years. So I thought, you know what, let's have some fun. Let me just hold up a mirror and let the free market, that's you, let the free market determine how they ultimately feel about my hair, because their answer is a reflection of how they see themselves. So you were part of that experiment. So let's check out the results. So the first video, and these were published like 90 seconds apart. I did them back to back. So the first one was called Fact, I'm definitely going bald. Just look at me right now. Now this was just a few days ago that I published these, but within a few days, the version where I say that I am going bald got 241 views and 8 thumbs up and no thumbs down. Okay, but the more popular video and the more engaging video, because see the one where I said I'm going bald, 9 comments. And these were both just barely over a minute long. The second one, so whereas the first one had 240 views in a few days, the second one, 507 views, 29 comments instead of 9, and 15 thumbs up instead of 8 thumbs up, and 0 dislikes. So no one disliked either video. But what's interesting, looking at the free market here, what we're learning is, basically like Ryan Seacrest, America voted and, so what we're seeing here is nearly double the number of views on the version where I admit that I'm not balding, and double the amount of thumbs up, and triple the amount of comments. So the free market has determined by default I'm not balding. They agreed more with that. And a lot of people never saw the first video where I said that I'm not balding. And again, that's a reflection. So I stood in front of the mirror, I said word for word the exact same stuff. It's just I told you what to believe and I'll let you determine that. So that was the whole point of the video. That was the social experiment. And I want to challenge all of you. You know, the most intelligent answer you can leave in a comment is calling me out on what my actual motive is, the actual point. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for people to ask me more dumb questions that I've already answered 1,000 times in other videos that they could easily just search on YouTube and type in my name and then type in a question. Like, that's boring, man. Like, I'm looking for intelligent people who are looking to call me out on this stuff. What am I actually trying to say to the audience? So, I want to, before I finish this video though, I want to look at some comments that came through on the version that says, fact, I'm not even balding, just look at me now. because I really liked some of these comments. So here, Dmitry Laktonov, he says, "You're right. You're 40 and you have a full head of hair with a mature hairline." That's a very acceptable answer. Let's see here. Here's oh yeah, Andrew Moss. I mean, this is another perfect way of saying it. He says, quote, "To normal people, you are seen as a man with a full head of hair. People who don't obsess about hair loss won't even detect that you're going bald. It's interesting though, because when I was a child, I never picked up on the shades of gray. You either had hair or you were bald. Someone would have to be in Norwood 4, but before I would even consider them to be bald. But when I was in my late teens and early 20s, I was so obsessed with my receding hairline that I felt that I was as good as bald, even though I still had most of my hair. I know there's many guys out there like that. They're so focused on the minute amount of hair loss that they feel bald. It's completely distorted way of thinking." So yeah, and that was the point I was proving in this video. And yeah, Andrew, again, I give you full credit for that. I'm just saying that to basically have gotten an A+ with a sticker star, what I was looking for here was for someone to say, "I see what you're doing, Nick. You made another video just like this one to prove this point, that basically people see you as a balding man or not based on how they perceive themselves." So that would have gotten you the bonus points, but Andrew, I'm still giving you an A+. I just can't give you the bonus points. Are you happy with getting 100 as opposed to 105? I think you are. I respect you. So yeah, that was ultimately the takeaway on this. I'm looking to see if there's any more people here. Yeah, it's like here's somebody that clearly didn't get the memo. Someone here says, "Did you suddenly have a sudden change of heart? This is the opposite of what you usually say about your hair." And he goes on, just proving that. You see, that's another thing. It's this concept of, if you really know me at all, you'll know I don't care about your hair, man. And I don't care about my hair. I care about helping you think like a man, to learn to actually be attractive, not worry about hair loss. This is so pointless. This is so childish. And that's the ultimate theme of all of these videos. So when I do something, a lot of my videos, that's the ultimate takeaway. Basically, I'm the master of puppets. I'm playing you. I'm testing you to see if you're able to think like a man and think, Nick ultimately doesn't care about any of this. And it is true. You know, my wife keeps me informed. She does her budget. She said, "Wow, good job last month, $540. That's how much I made from my YouTube videos. Usually it's like 500. But man, 540 kind of jumped up. So I'm excited about all this. I just want to be very honest and very straightforward, to the point that it's in your face. And it's so obvious that you should know my brand of hair loss videos, that you should know that, I don't know, like a third of the time, I'm experimenting on you. I'm looking for people like Andrew Moss who can get a 100. I'm always looking for people who can get the bonus points, who can explain to the audience, Nick is conducting a social experiment here. Here is his point. So in case there's somehow fog on the screen and you still don't understand what I was doing here, I did 2 identical videos. They were the same length. They said the exact same thing except the main point. Either one version said I am balding, the other said that I'm not. And I was in the mirror. I pointed to the thinning spot here. I pointed out that the top is thinner than the sides. I pointed out the receding hairlines. It's just in one version I said I'm balding, and the other I didn't. And it was for the audience to basically give their version of reality, to vote, which is what you did. And see, I'm a libertarian. I'm always respecting, more than anything, more so than what people actually say, collectively, how they're voting with their time. How you spend your time, energy, and money says a lot about you. Now, we know how this works. You spend your time watching my videos, and then I make money from the more videos you watch. It's even less about how many subscribers I have. It's more about how many videos are watched. A lot of my videos are watched by people who don't subscribe to me. But ultimately, where does the money come in? The money comes in through actually watching the videos. So ultimately, it's a matter of, that's what I'm looking at. Is it clickbait? Of course, all YouTube videos are. I mean, the other people just aren't honest about it. I'm honest with you about it. I'm like, hey, here's our business deal. You're insecure / bored, and I'm here to help make you secure and not bored. That's how it is. Nick, I can't believe anything you ever say anymore, because how do I know if you're telling the truth or not? I was very honest with you. I have a whole theory about hair loss I talk about all the time. And then I'm also testing you to see if you believe it or not, to see if you are adopting the mindset of a 39-year-old man, not a 20-year-old boy. Comments right here.